Welcome back to Unveiling Buddhism. Today's story continues where Prince Siddhartha found temporary peace after observing a Shramana meditating. Prior to that, he was greatly troubled by the sight of mourners and a corpse. With a glimpse of tranquility from the meditating sage, Siddhartha's turbulent mind found a temporary respite. An idea sparked within him. Perhaps some of these seekers of truth might hold the key to unraveling the mysteries of life and death. Maybe they had found a way to end suffering. With his mind more composed, Siddhartha continued to the enchanting garden as planned by the palace. The vivid colors of blooming flowers and the serene lake set the stage for a new revelation in Siddhartha's journey. As Siddhartha swam in the crystal clear waters, his intent became clearer. The spiritual path seemed to offer answers to his inner pain. Perhaps he can unravel the mysteries of life and find a solution. That will not only help himself, but everyone too. So the question is, when and how should he embark on this quest? Unknown to others, Siddhartha was fighting an inner battle despite his outwardly calm appearance. He was filled with yearning for his spiritual quest. But when and how should he start this quest? This led to his waning interest in worldly affairs, a change that did not escape the watchful eyes of his father, King Shuddhodana. Consequently, he hired more entertainers to amuse the troubled prince, but unknowingly created additional stress for Siddhartha. Meanwhile, Siddhartha's wife, Princess Yashodhara, was already pregnant. Feeling her husband's troubled state of mind, Princess Yashodhara opted to remain in Kapalivastu rather than following the customary practice of traveling home to give birth, as was common in ancient India. Furthermore, King Shuddhodana desired her presence as a constant reminder to Siddhartha that he would soon become a father. Unfortunately, this prospect did not bring much happiness to Siddhartha, as he was acutely aware that both his wife and son would inevitably face the realities of old age, sickness, and death. As a result, Siddhartha's desire to find a solution to suffering intensified alongside his love for his family and people. Even though he held them dear, he was convinced that he could only truly help them by discovering a way to end the inherent suffering in life. It was in the midst of these internal battles that Siddhartha's son was born. Without a moment's hesitation, Siddhartha exclaimed,
"The Asura Rahu has been born. A profound challenge has arrived for me."
Although the bystanders were puzzled by this exclamation, King Shuddhodana was overjoyed because he thought, finally, Siddhartha is going to be bounded to the circular world. In jubilation, King Shuddhodana proclaimed the newborn boy to be named Rahula. As the celebrations ensued, Siddhartha's inner turmoil grew. The purpose of festivities seemed pointless, since everything in life inevitably ends in death. Although he was surrounded by merry well-wishers, he felt lonely and desperate. No one else shared his realization, the realization of the truth of suffering. In this way, the disillusioned Siddhartha found himself obliged to entertain well-wishers late into the evening. Upon returning home, yet another form of amusement awaited him. Unable to stave off his weariness, he soon succumbed to sleep. As the prince had not dismissed the performers, they could only halt their music and wait for him to awaken. Unfortunately, the endless rehearsals and performances had also taken a toll on them, and they quickly succumbed to sleep as well. Awakening in the quiet of the night, Siddhartha found himself amidst a scene reminiscent of a cremation ground. The slumbering performers resembled lifeless bodies scattered around him. This This stark reminder of mortality propelled him into a moment of decisive reflection. Siddhartha was struck by a profound realization. There is no better time than now to embark on his spiritual journey. The opportunity had presented itself while everyone else slept, and King Shuddhodana, assuming his son was happily bound by Rahula, had eased the security around Siddhartha. Before departing the palace, Siddhartha stole a glance at his slumbering wife, Princess Yashodhara, and their newborn son Rahula. The inner struggle to cradle his son was overshadowed by his unwavering resolve to find a solution to life's suffering. A solution that would benefit not only his family, but also his people. In silent determination, he vowed to return only after unraveling the mysteries of existence. Siddhartha left his chamber with quiet footsteps in search of his loyal friend, Channa. And thus commences Prince Siddhartha's quest for truth and enlightenment, a transformative journey that will mold the destiny of a man who once strolled the magnificent halls of Kapalivastu. Join us in the upcoming chapter as he sets forth on the path that will forever alter the trajectory of his life. The decision to embark on a spiritual quest on the very night of his son Rahula's birth must have been a poignant one for Siddhartha. We can only envision the inner turmoil he endured as he stood before his beloved wife and son. Have you, like Prince Siddhartha, ever pondered the purpose of life? Do you feel that persistent dissatisfaction with the very nature of existence? In Buddhism, such contemplation is actively encouraged, as long as it doesn't lead to depression. Put simply, when done correctly, contemplation can foster wisdom, enhancing our appreciation for life. Engaging in contemplation prompts us to acknowledge life's imperfections and encourages us to re-evaluate our priorities, whether they be in family, career, or spiritual enlightenment. Embracing a full awareness of life's limitations empowers us to make well-informed decisions. Consider this: if we were to know that tomorrow is our last day, what would be the most crucial thing to do today? Such a question prompts us to reflect on what truly matters to us and encourages us to utilize our time wisely. The episode of Prince Siddhartha's renunciation stands as a crucial milestone in Buddha's life. While many fixate on Siddhartha's separation from his family, few recognize the profound significance of his actions. Siddhartha's renunciation reflects a courageous confrontation with the reality of suffering. Instead of succumbing to despair or defeat, Siddhartha demonstrated unwavering determination to seek a solution for alleviating suffering. His aspiration went beyond personal liberation. He sought answers not just for himself, but also to aid his family and all beings. Hence, the narrative of Prince Siddhartha's renunciation serves as a reminder that there exists a higher purpose and a deeper happiness in life beyond worldly pursuits. This narrative provides us with the chance to reassess our life priorities and seek meaning beyond the confines of material pursuits. As a result, we learn to navigate worldly challenges and setbacks with resilience, and they no longer seem as devastating as they once did. Alrighty, I hope this episode has stirred thoughtful reflections within you. Until our next venture into the profound teachings of Buddhism, delving into the timeless wisdom of Prince Siddhartha's quest and its relevance to our present lives. Stay tuned for further insights and reflections on the life story of the Buddha. See you in the next episode of Unveiling Buddhism. Take care and may you embrace the path of enlightenment.